This video will be more of a long one, so sit back and maybe grab a snack if you want to. I'll be telling some stories and some overall information about Nine Souls. So Nine Souls, I found out about it when it first dropped. Now with my absolute idiot child brain, I didn't even think about it until now. So Nine Souls is a 2D Metroidvania with a mix of Souls-like mechanics in it. Unlike most Metroidvanias, it is inspired by Taiwanese mythology and Taoism. At first, I thought Nine Souls was inspired by Chinese mythology, but apparently I was wrong. I'm trying to avoid spoilers for the game since I really want to buy it myself, but if you're all ears, I'll tell you about the story. If you want to avoid spoilers, please skip this part of the video, because really, who likes spoilers? The story revolves around our protagonist, Yi. He's betrayed by his master Akong and supposedly killed by her. He is swallowed by tentacles for 500 years until the ape-man child, Chuan awakens you. You head to the ape-man village that worships gods that resemble Solarians and appease them by sacrificing different ape-men. The ape-man child Chuan was going to sacrifice himself until you break him free and destroy the machine that decapitates and sacrifices ape-men. Why? Because you know the truth about your race. Your Solarian race is plagued with a virus called the Tianhuo virus. The effects of the virus is turning Solarians into flowers with corrosive spores that caused the pandemic on your homeworld, Panglai. So instead of you living there, a council of 10 souls, Yi, Ji, Gomang, Jiquan, Lady Ethereal, Kaofu, Yanlao, Fushi, Nuwa, and Agong gather up 100,000 Solarians and organize them to a massive spaceship called New Kunlun. Agong, the ringleader of all of this, intended for Solarians to board the ship in intentions to prolong the virus and make sure it doesn't spread anymore. Apparently the ape-man village is just a simulation, and the ape-men's brains are used to harvest the power of New Kunlun. So they're basically just using ape-men's imaginations to power New Kunlun, which I have no idea if he's even trying to stop them from doing this. I haven't played the game yet, so watch a video about Nine Souls lore if you want to know that. He was actually thinking about stealing the ape-men from their homeland. You incidentally take them aboard to the cryostasis facility, making them the last survivors of their race. Your master Agong actually created the Tianhuo virus while looking for ways for immortality. So this is actually your ex-master's fault, not a random virus from an unexplainable source. She was researching gene modification in hopes of being able to make herself, the Nine Souls, and Solarians alike immortal, which technically makes Agong's true intentions less villainous and more neutral. So she seals her infected body into the root of all life, corroding all Solarians in hopes to turn them into immortals. And it did it in the worst way possible, by making them grotesque immortal mutants. After you release the ape-men from New Kunlun, you finally destroy New Kunlun and bring peace to the Solarians by reuniting them with the other Solarians that are not aboard and take them to Panglai, once for all, settling everything and eliminating the Tianhuo virus. Now I actually have a lot to say about this story. It went from Agong being evil, her intentions were neutral. She just tried to advance the evolution of Solarians. I also wonder, why did Agong betray Yi, but none of the other souls? She didn't betray Yanlao, she didn't betray Ji, she didn't even betray Jiquan. She had to betray Yi. I was also wondering, why is Agong so twisted? Why does she want to be immortal? Why does she want the bear for all Solarians but Yi? Did he do something wrong to her? Maybe Yi betrayed Agong instead of the other way around. In the Fenris fight, Fushi looks very infected with the Tianhuo virus. So does Fushi just become a Tianhuo parasite after Agong connects the Tianhuo virus with the root of life? All of these questions hopefully will be answered when I play Nine Souls. Now, Nine Souls is a game that mainly uses parrying and deflection, so it's basically a Metroidvania mixed in with those Souls-like genre. Now, God blessed me by giving me whack reflexes, so if you want a game that tests your reflexes and precision, buy Nine Souls. There's this thing in the game called Kui. There's also this unique thing in the game called Talisman, where after you dash through a foe, you quickly slap a talisman on them and it explodes, dealing major damage. Hollow Knight revolves around environmental storytelling in simplicity but extravagant colors for the thrill, but Nine Souls revolves around the combat and lore for its main impact. So if you like hard, combat-driven, dialogue-heavy games, Nine Souls is perfect for you then. Nine Souls also has this unique feature that I have to bring up and I've never seen in a Metroidvania before, where if you mess up a parry, you take internal damage. The only way of healing is by ganging up on the foe and playing aggressively. So Nine Souls looks at Silksong's combat and laughs. Now buckle your seatbelt in, and if you finish your food already, grab another block of cheese from the fridge. I'm going to explain what Taopunk is. Now Red Candle Games kind of made up the phrase Taopunk, a mix of Taoism and cyberpunk. Taoism is a commonly believed religion in Asia. It's not like other religions like Christianity or Islam where God creates the earth. It's more like an organic type of religion. Actually, some of the Nine Souls characters are based off of Chinese mythology. Yi, Heng, Xingqian, Gomang, Fuxi, and many others. Now I won't get into all of the Tao stuff and the Wu-Wei stuff in this video. I recommend researching Taoism, but it makes sense lore-wise in Nine Souls. The cyberpunk aesthetic in Nine Souls makes up the surreal, futuristic visuals for the game. The graphics look traditional in the sense. I'm going to rank the Nine Souls characters. In my opinion, I like all of them, but for convenience sake and just making this video entertaining, I'll be ranking some of them. I'll have to put my boy Yi at A tier. Even though he's a nicotine addict and shorter than me, I'll have to put him high. Xuan is an easy S tier. He's just a goofball that I really like for some reason. And he's black, no, technically he is, and he's a subhuman race of Ant-Man. Don't know he's gonna set that mystery. Next we got General Ying Zhao. Easy A tier. His design is so cool and he's a literal horse with wings and a Silurian head. And his theme is absolutely peak. My second favorite theme, by the way. Next we got Gomang. B tier. I'm rating her lower than Ying Zhao because you don't even fight her. You fight her guards, and her death is insane. She's literally subjected to her own torture. But her theme is super good though. Now next we got Lady Ethereal, A tier. For some odd reason I just don't like queer characters in series. But bro, this is a sole exception. Her boss theme is my favorite in all of Nine Souls. Her design is my favorite in all of Nine Souls. And I really like her backstory. Now we got the Fangs, Fuxi and Nua. A tier. I at first didn't like this boss fight and I just ignored it. But then I heard their theme and I just had to research them. Even though you don't exactly fight Nua when she does what Gomang does, I think Fuxi and Nua are very good characters and better than Gomang. Next is Kaofu, C tier. A fat cat, really? They could have just made Ying Zhao a soul instead. Just kidding, A tier. Now Yan Lao, B tier. I don't know much about him other than he spits total BS before Xingqian's fight. Speaking of him, next up is Xingqian, A tier. I really like Xingqian's design and his overall boss fight. But headless Xingqian just sucks donkey. Chiyo, Xingqian's brother, doesn't even witness his brother die. Next is Kang Kui, A tier. Dude is located in the prison and I heard the prison escape part of Nine Souls sucks. So I have no idea. But Yi's fan addict self-decapitates Kang Kui. Leave the bro alone. He needs real friends, bro. None of them fake prisoners with boofed axes are real friends. Next is Egong, S tier. Her story, her design, her music. Chef's kiss right there. Egong's intentions are positive, but she inflicts them in a negative way, which just makes her plan even more tragic. Anyways, I'll probably make a proper Nine Souls ranking video, so I don't miss anyone in-game. Okay, so to the prototype stuff. Nine Souls apparently used to be called Hollowcat. Yeah, Hollowcat. So in the prototype, Yi was apparently much shorter than he already is, comparably with the Knight. Which means Yi used to be as big as a beetle. And I really don't feel like buying the Nine Souls art book right now since I'm trying to avoid spoilers. And I don't really want to spend $5 right now. Yeah, I could buy a whole bag of Santitas chips with that money, but right now, I just won't. Hey, at least we get to know that Yi was bug-sized. Also, apparently the first ever time Nine Souls was seen to the public was an accidental live stream. Someone at Red Candle Games accidentally live streamed the Nine Souls beta. I tried very hard to find it, and I didn't even find anything. I even looked on the world's scariest site, the Internet Archive, and I didn't even find anything there. We at least get to know a bit of the story. Also, something funny happened when earlier in Red Candle Games' history of making games. They made two games called Detention and Devotion, two psychological horror games. In Devotion, there was an Easter egg in the game with some text mocking the Chinese president, comparing him to Winnie the Pooh. Now, the Chinese president is probably a bad dude like most of the presidents in different countries are. China was so mad, they review bombed the game, and China even blacklisted Red Candle Games and banned them from the country. Funnily enough, a couple years later, we get Nine Souls. Red Candle Games apologized and said that one of their members snuck it in the game. I have no idea if the member who snuck this Easter egg in the game got fired, but in my opinion, when I first found about it, I was crying in laughter. Chinese people can't actually play Nine Souls because Red Candle Games is banned in China, but somehow, someway, Chinese people review bomb Nine Souls, even though they legally can't even play it. I remember my tablet blowing up and my absolute slow as crap internet lagging when Nine Souls dropped. It's like a million YouTube videos came out about the game. Now people are very impatient beings, so Nine Souls in like 2 seconds when the game dropped got full game walkthroughs, boss compilations, lore videos, tutorials, and whatever the internet pulls out of their behind. Now Yi, the 10th soul, is a Solarian and a Tao alchemist. I really like his simple but memorizable design. Early in the game, you can see him wearing a Wii mail, a veiled hat. Also, apparently Yi uses a medicine pipe to heal himself. Now, medicine pipes are usually used to smoke tobacco, but he uses it to smoke medicine. Yeah! And Yi apparently is addicted to drinking. Heng, Yi's sister, drinks wine for tradition, but Yi's a hardcore alcoholic that gets blackouts with his other method friend just for the appeal. Now apparently Yi is way more friendly and talkative when he is drunk. Now in real life it's the exact opposite. Also apparently Yi drinks literal poison. Okay, so quick fact, Yi is based off of Hu Yi, and the husband of Cheng Yi, also known as Heng Yi. And Heng is Yi's sister, so yeah, Hu Yi and Cheng Yi are married, but Yi and Heng are siblings. Weird that Red Candle Games changed the mythology from them being married to them being siblings. Also, the ape men aren't any weird subhuman race. They are human beings taken from Pale Blue Planet, also known as Earth. So they are just primitive species of humans, so maybe something like Neanderthals, Homo sapiens, or hobbits. Funny story, I'm currently making a series based off of Nine Souls. I won't get into too much detail, but some other video I'll tell you about my series more. Now there is a boss in Nine Souls named Fushi and Nua, and the character in my series is named Nua. Her brother is Fushi. They're based off of the Chinese goddess that created humans out of clay. I stumbled upon the Nine Souls boss OST. I downloaded these 3 songs in this order: Smile at My Cursed Dream, Crossing Blades, then Puppeteer, until I saw a song and I instantly saw the words Fushi and Nua's theme. It's actually the song Our Passion. So then I asked Google Gemini, what should I do, until I decided to apologize. I have yet to apologize, but I do know that I will do it sometime. So if you're wondering, how did I go to Earthbound, then to Hollow Knight, then to Nine Souls? Don't ask how many phases I've had. It's a lot. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and in the future, I should have more to share. And I also know that the people who watch me for my Earthbound content will also be mad at me because I'm lacking on Earthbound content in general. Now, I got you. I'll do an Earthbound video in the style of this one. Also, if you enjoyed watching my videos that I've been making, please leave a comment down below suggesting what video I should do next. If you really want to support me, subscribe. It motivates me to make more videos like this one. Anyways, if you like this video, you'll like this one I put on screen.